What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from the Scalar Learning channel. And today we are continuing with this series on the new digital SAT, in particular, practice test for module 1. And once again, we are taking this test in real time for the first time, which is always super fun. And we are going to set the timer. This is the non-adaptive version, which means it is. Hold on, I'm just doing a quick sound check. Which means that. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. Oh, okay, good. I thought my thing wasn't working. Which means that we're taking it. When you take it for real, when you take the digital test for real, what's going to happen is, depending on what you get right and wrong, it's going to be adaptive. Meaning if you're doing better, the second module is going to be harder than the first module. So here I'm just doing the modules as presented in PDF format on the website. I did mention in my last stream that I will eventually be doing a version of this again where it actually is the digital version. I'll be taking it in the digital interface so you can see what that looks like. But for now, we're just going to bang these out, hit all the questions, everything that is given on the practice test by the College Board, and that's it. What's up? Coolest ever. How you doing? Mustafa, yo, what's up? Amazing. He says, great. And I'm in uni now. You study with the SAT. Sharia, awesome. Well, that's amazing. How's uni going? I hope it's going well. Curious to know what your major is. And I'd love to know how you did on the SAT. If you can drop that in the live chat at some point. Oh, wait. Somebody said, just want to let you know I was able. Oh, 790. That's incredible. Hey, man, you're very welcome, Moyad. And so glad to hear that. That's amazing. And guys, if you're out there and you're watching these live chats come in, this is the real deal. This is why I do what I do. So that's amazing to hear that. Okay, just for you guys, I hope you guys are all having an amazing holiday time. I know in the U.S., this is sort of the holiday season. People are home with their families. I'm at home with my family, with my parents right now. And that's why I'm filming from a different area, my childhood bedroom. So what's up? I got the studio set up here now, which is super cool. Oh, mechanical engineering. That's what my dad is. Or my dad's retired now, but he was a mechanical engineer. So that's pretty cool. All right, without further ado, we got the timer set to 35 minutes. That's the length for all of these questions. At least that's what they say. It's actually shorter, I believe, on the new digital once it's adaptive. Again, this is the full-length test, so we'll do the version within the adaptive interface eventually, like I said, but for now, we're going to do it like this. We got the calculator there. We got this here. Timer. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Whoa. What's happening? All right, here we go. A group of students voted on 5 after-school activities. A number of students who voted for each of the 5 activities. How many students chose activity 3? This is just straight reading a bar graph, so it looks like the number of students is approximately 38 or 39. 39. B is the winner. It's the closest one. Let me make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Boom, done. All right, number 2. What percentage of... Watch this. Okay, so what percentage of 300 is 75? I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. If you like the percent proportion, right, we can say like, hey, what percentage of, whatever comes after the word of is that total value. 75 goes on top. What percentage of 300 is 75? So we want to know what is this as a percent. So you can think about it like this. We can do a little cross multiplication. I didn't simplify, but that's all good. 300x equals 7500 divided by 300. Whoops, divided by 300. Boom. X equals cancel. That would be 25. 75 divided by 3 is 25%. So it's all about the language. That's one way. The other way is you can do it with the percent equation. So what percent x out of 100, so I'm converting it into decimal format or fraction format. What percent of indicates multiplication of 300 is, that's my equal symbol, 75. So that's another way you can set it up if that feels more organic or logical to you. Let's go to number 3. What is the solution to the given equation? Let's solve. So we're going to cross multiply, or sorry, we'll multiply both sides by 25 to isolate, right? Multiply by 25, boom, boom. It's going to cancel out. We get x squared equals, I think I can do this in my head, because it's like 5 times 5 times 36. 5 is 36 is 150. 180 times 5 is 900. I'm going to double check in the calculator, of course. Take the square root of both sides to solve for x. X equals 30. Actually, we can double check like this. 30 squared on top is 900. No. Let's just do it. Be safe. All right, so we got 25 times 36 is indeed 900. And I know that's the square root is 30, so that's cool. All right, moving on. Number 4. 3. Okay, watch. I'm going to do the same thing that I was mentioning last time. Immediately turn it into an equation. 3 more than 8 times the number x is equal to 83. Look at that. And that's my standard protocol. I don't know if they're solving for x, I don't know what, but look, it took me a second. I'm doing it as I'm writing, so that's a great strategy. Which equation represents a situation? This is the equation, so we're just trying to find that equivalent, and D is right here. The only thing is they switch the order, of course. Doesn't matter if you switch the order, still the same deal. D is the winner, done. Number 5. Hannah deposited a fixed amount into her bank. Function gives the amount in dollars of her bank account. So this is the total bank account here. What is the best interpretation of 25? So 25 is multiplying the t. This is a linear equation. That means it's equivalent to the slope, aka rate of change, aka in this case, if we're depositing an amount each month, t is the number of months or monthly deposits. 25 is what she's depositing each month. Now, I'm thinking about that answer before I even look at the answer choices, which I highly recommend. By the way, 100 is the amount of, it's the y-intercept, so it's the starting amount, right? They're not asking about that. So let's see just for fun. So this is wrong. 1 monthly deposit. No, because you plug in 1, it's 125. Nope, this would be what 100 is. Before Hannah made any monthly deposits, the starting value is 25. Nope, it's got to be A. With each monthly deposit, the amount increased by 25, aka she's depositing 25 per month. Boom, done. Number 6. All right, now we get to these fun free response questions. A customer spent $27 to purchase oranges at $3 per pound. How many pounds of oranges did she purchase? So $3 per pound, $3 times the number of pounds. You can obviously do this in your head. 3 times what is 27? That is 9. Boom, done. Now we go to number 7. Nasir bought 9 storage bins. 9 storage bins that were each the same price. He used a coupon for 63 off the entire purchase. The cost for the entire purchase after using the coupon was 27. What was the original price in dollars for 1 storage bin? So 9 times the number of each individual storage bin. 9 storage bins minus 63 equals 27. I can solve by adding 63 to both sides. Boom, boom. 9x equals 27 plus 63 is 90. Divide both sides by 9. Boom, boom. X equals 10. So I'm just going to quickly double check. I like to be very careful with these because it's free response, no multiple choice. 9 times 10 is 90. Coupon of 27. 29 minus 27 is 63. Verified, done. Number 8. For the linear function f, the table shows 3 values of x and their corresponding values of f of x. Which equation? Okay, this is a linear equation. We have a y-intercept, right? Linear function, linear equation, same thing. We have a y-intercept of 29. So this is out. That's a y-intercept of 35, aka when x is 0. That's the value. This is out as well. So it's one of these two. It looks like the answer is A, because when this goes up by 1, this goes up by 3, aka that's a slope of 3 over 1 or 3. And that slope and slope-intercept form should be multiplying the x. So 3x was 29. But we're just going to verify, plug in 1. We do indeed get 32. Plug in 2. We do indeed get 35. Here, you plug in 2. You get 7. You get 99. That doesn't make sense. All right, number 9. Right triangle PQRSCR are similar, where P corresponds to S. Cool. If the measure of angle Q is 18, what is the measure of angle S? So Q and T correspond. That means T is 18. This indicates a right angle. And by the way, we're going to use the triangle angle sum theorem, which says that all the angles add up to 180 degrees. So 18 plus 90 is 108. That means this remaining angle here has to be 72, obviously not drawn to scale at all, which it does mention, because 72 plus 18 is 90, plus 90 is 180. So 72 is the winner. Let me just think about it for a second, make sure I didn't make a mistake. Where P is, okay, if the measure of angle Q is 18, so T is 18, PQR, STU. You can also check by the order, right? Q and T correspond to each other. So T is 18. They're not asking for T. They're asking for S. Yeah, I just double or triple checking really because I don't like it the way it's drawn not to scale. It's a little tricky. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa now, whoa now. All right, sorry. This thing is going crazy. What number was that? Yeah, we're over here. Sorry, okay. Scatter plot shows the relationship between two variables, x and y. Which of the following equations is the most appropriate linear model for the data shown? So obviously, if you draw a rough line, right? Just a rough line like that. What does that look like? A slope, a negative slope, okay? So these are the values of slope because it's kind of in slope-intercept form, not exactly because the y-intercept and the slope are flipped, but it's still whatever's multiplying the x is your slope. So I know it needs to be negative. This is positive 9.4. This is positive 0.9. Both of those are out. And then these values in front, since they're the constants, those are the y-intercepts. Obviously, this is not a y-intercept of 0.9. That looks like a y-intercept of, even though it's 10, let's say, if we draw the line of best fit, maybe it's going to be like that 9.4. So this one is way off. It has to be D. We're just going to verify just for fun that the slope is indeed roughly -1 or negative 0.9, which is close to -1. Look, it's going down 1 over 1. That's -1. D is the winner. Done. Let's go to 11. The given equation describes the relationship between number of birds and the number of reptiles going to be cared for at a pet business on a given day. If the business cares for 16 reptiles on a given day, how many birds can it care for on this day? Wait, this is plug and chug, right? 16 reptiles. Okay. Oh, got it. Yeah, so when you plug in 16, 5 times 16 is 80, and this goes to 0. So then birds would be when R equals 0, right? Let's assume we have no reptiles and we're doing full throttle for just birds. So it's 2.5b equals 80. Solve for this, we divide by 2.5, divide by 2.5, boom. B equals, now 2.5 is half of 80. So it's actually going to be double what 2.5 is half of 5. So this answer is going to be double what we got with 5. With 5, it's 16. This is going to be, I was going to say 32. Wait. Oh. No, what am I doing? It's saying on the same day. I misread it. Okay, thank God they didn't have 32. I would have gotten it wrong. So this is on the day that they have 16 reptiles. And as I mentioned there, 16 reptiles. I kind of said the answer without realizing it, but it said on this day, how many birds can they care for? Well, when you plug in 16, B has to equal 0 because you get 2.5B plus 80 equals 80, right? So these guys cancel. So you get 2.5B equals 0, aka B is 0. So A is the winner. Done. That was a close one. Misread it. All right, here we go. What is an equation of the graph shown? All right. Let's use, these are all in slope-intercept form. That's beautiful. And this line has a negative slope. This is a positive slope of 1, and there's a positive slope of 2. You guys are both out. And let's see. We're going down to -2 over 2. So that's a slope of -1, which means C has to be the winner. And it's also a y-intercept of -8, which they both have. And then just for fun, you can plug in something here. See, when you have 2, you have -10. 2, you get -10. Here, you get -12. So that's double verification. Boom, done. 13. If x over 8 equals 5, what is 8 over x? I'm not even going to mess around. I'm going to just multiply both sides by 8. X equals 40. Plug it in here. 8 over 40, which reduces to divide top and bottom by 8. You get 1 over 5. 1 over 5 is the winner. Done. Now, on the real SAT, on the current SAT, you actually don't necessarily have to simplify the fractions. I wonder if it's the same. I believe it is. But that's actually something I need to check if you do need to simplify it on the new digital version or if it doesn't matter. But anyways, just for fun, I simplified. So 1/5. Here we go. What is the value of y for the solution for the system of equations? Now, you can obviously multiply the bottom by a negative and then cancel out the y's. But they want to solve for y. So to save a little time, I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by -4. So I actually cancel out the x's and then go straight to the answer. So the bottom then becomes -24x minus 4y equals 72. And then I'm going to add it to the top equation. So 24x and -24x, they cancel out. -4y and y gives me -3y. Wait. Oh, I forgot to multiply this side. Oh, that's a mistake, my friends. I would have caught it, but -4 times 72 is -288. And then, -288 plus +48 is -240. Divide both sides by -3, y equals 80. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to solve for x and plug them into both equations. So 80, plug that back in here, minus both sides by 80. It gives me -32. X equals -32, then divide by 24, which is Divide by 8, negative 4/3. Okay. What? These numbers are weird. All right, so negative 4/3. So I'm going to check this equation first, although I kind of already did, but that'd be 8 times negative 4. Negative 32 plus 80 is 48. Plug it in here. Negative 24 over 3, which is negative 8, plus 80 is 72. Double verified. 80 is the answer. Done. Noticing that a lot. A lot of these weird improper fractions numbers on those equations where I'm hoping to get nice whole numbers. Obviously, the actual answer was a nice whole number, but not the value for x. Line T and XY plane the slope of negative 1/3 and passes through 9, 10. Okay. I'm going to use point slope here. So y minus 10 equals the slope, negative 1/3. By the way, just choose y value from any coordinate. That's the one they gave us. So whatevs. X minus 9, the x value of that same coordinate. So this is my equation. Obviously, they have it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to have to distribute y minus 10 equals negative 1/3 x. Negative 1/3 times negative 9 is positive 3. Add 10 to both sides. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 13. So negative 1/3 is the same as negative times x is the same as negative x over 3. And then plus 13, D is the winner. Just make sure, didn't make any mistakes. And if I plug in 9 here, I get 9 over negative 3 plus 3. Yep. Negative 3 plus 13 is 10, which is 9, 10. Double verified, done. 16. Function f of x is miles value in dollars for a certain bank by the end of the year, 1957 to 1972, where x is the number of years after 9. So 0 is the amount in 1957. Which of the following is the best interpretation of f of 5? All right. So we said that 0 represents the year year 1957, aka 5 would represent 5 years after that, aka 1962. So I should see 1962 in the answer, which I do. This one doesn't have 1962, so that's out. And by the way, what is 243? If that's indeed when you plug in 5, you get 243, which I could double check, but I don't need to. That means that the bank balance in 1962 is approximately 243, which is B. Make sure I didn't misread it. Greater, no. A doesn't make sense because it doesn't even use the 243. Yeah, C doesn't make sense either. So B is the winner, done. Okay, 17. Oh, wait. Let me just explain this a little bit more. This is, I forgot to mention, this is function notation, right? So this is saying f of 5, meaning the function value when x equals 5, aka when the year is 1962. The function value, aka the bank balance, which is what it says, models the value of a certain bank account, is 243. For a certain rectangular region, here, let me draw out a rectangular region. The ratio of its length to width is 35 to 10. I like to put ratios in terms of variables, 35x to 10x. If the width of the rectangular region increases by 7 units, how must the length change to maintain this ratio? Wait, let me just think about this for a second. Wait. Well, it's obviously got to increase by... Oh! It said the width, not the length. Whoops. I was going to say it's got to increase by... Okay, so... My bad. So 7 added on to here. This is a... Oh, got it. Okay, I know how to do this. So this is a much easier way to do this than... Actually, the x's aren't that helpful. So it's a 10 to 35 ratio. So an increase of 7 for the width, aka for the 10, is an increase of what for the length? Cross multiply. Actually, wait, let's simplify first. Divide top and bottom by 5. That's 2 to 5. Then cross multiply. 5 times 7 is 35 equals 2x. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. The width. Maintain the ratio. Wait a minute. Maintain the ratio. Uh-oh. because I just got, wait, that can't be right because I'm adding 7. Hold on. The length, because the ratio, but we don't know the units. Hold on a second. This is interesting. So if the width increases by 7 units, obviously the length must increase too, and it's not going to increase. 35 to 7. It can't be 7. It's obviously not going to decrease, right? Let me read it again. For certain rectangular region, the ratio of its length to width is 35 to 10. 35 to 10. Because it depends. It depends on how long. It depends on how big these are. It's not a ratio, right? Because if you're adding 7, because we can imagine the length being 35 to 10. Like, let's just pretend for a second, right? And then the width of the rectangular region increases by 7 units. They mean plus, right? Because then it would be 17. You can't make that 42, because then it would no longer be a 5 to 2 ratio. 17. And if we increased it by 24.5 units, hold on, 49.5 to 17. 17. I'm very confused. Oh, sorry, 59.5 to 17. This question is weird. 59.5, or 17 over 59.5. 17 over 59 is 3.5, 7 halves. Oh, it's a 7 to 2 ratio. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. That could be my mistake right there. That is my mistake. Oh, I divided by 5 and that's 7. 49 over 2. Yeah, it is 24.5. Oh my God. That was a multiplication mistake, or sorry, a simplification mistake. My bad. So it is increased by 24.5. God, it's not a 2 to 5 ratio. It's a 2 to 7 ratio. Divide 10 by 5, divide 35 by 5, 2 to 7. All right. It's going to happen sometimes, right? You're going to make a mental mistake, go back. I was going to go for B, but I was not. I was like, I'm just going with the closest thing, and that's obviously not a good strategy. But, all right, there we go. Found the mistake. Try not to panic. Good to go. 18. Square P is side length of X inches, square Q. Hold on. Let me do this. Square P has side length of X inches, square Q has a perimeter that is 176 greater than P. So that means that each side length is, if that's the total difference, I can take 176, I can divide it by 4. I could do it mentally, but whatever. Got to catch up. Lost some time there. So each of these is plus 44. Which is the following. Okay, and then the function f gives the area of square Q in square. Got it. So each side length is x plus 44, so it's x plus 44 squared. It's A. They want, let me just make sure. We want the square Q has a perimeter that is 176 greater than the perimeter of P, right? Because if you see what I'm saying, this would be a perimeter of 4x. This would be a perimeter of 4x plus 176. Because it'd be 44, 44, 44, 44. So that's the right side length, and then side length squared is, of course, area. So that's all I'm doing, squaring the side length. Boom, done. Okay, let's see, 19. 13 minutes, and we got 9 questions. I got to hustle. The given equation relates to distinct positive real numbers, W, X, Y, and okay. So it's W. So we're isolating W, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Now, first of all, I don't like to do that. So that's 2x over y. And then we're dividing by 2. So the 2 goes on the bottom. Those cancel out. So x over y equals square root of w plus 19. Square both sides. X squared over y squared equals W plus 19, so I have to hustle now. And then I minus 19, so x squared over y squared, which is x over y squared, minus 19. C is the winner. Done. Number 20. Point O is in the center. Okay, back to the free response. Nice. Point O is in the center of a circle. The measure arc RS and the circle is 100. What is the measure in degrees of the associated angle ROS? Wait, it's the same. Hold on. Am I missing something? The measure of arc RS. So if they say arc, they didn't say arc length. They said arc measure, which is equivalent to that central angle. So the central angle is ROS, which is also 100. Done. 21. The expression boom is equivalent times this is equivalent to AXB. Okay. What is the value of A plus B? So let's go ahead and multiply this out. So they're different radicals. Wait. Oh my God. All right. So we're going to have to simplify. So I'm going to do some quick work here because I take the fifth root of 3 to the fifth. It's like you divide the exponents by that radical number in front. So it's really 6 times 3. And then x 45 divided by 5 is 9, x to the 9th power. You can make, that makes sense because x to the 9th times itself 5 times. You add the exponents, becomes x to the 5th. Times 2 to the 8th. 8th root of 2 to the 8th is 2. And then we have the 8th root of x stuck inside. So now we can multiply everything on the outside. 6 times 3 is 18 times 2 is 36. X to the 9th. 8th root of x. Okay, let me see here. And then, oh, look at this. Wait, let me undo that. I can add these together. 8th root of x is x to the 1/8 power. That'll be better. Right, so I'm turning it into rational format. So then to get the final, see, I'm just trying to get it into this format. So then it's 9 plus 1/8. So it's 36x to the 9, sorry, 9 and 1/8 is 72. 73 over 9, 73 over 8, right? Because that's 72 over 8, 73 over 8. Let me make sure I did that right. X. And then they want A plus B. So they want 36, which is my A value, and then B is plus 73 over 8. This is horrible. 73 over 8. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do this. So I'm going to have to get common denominators. 36 times 8. Did I make it? Oh, no, I did. I didn't make any mistakes. Okay. Well, 36 times 8. So that's 288. Oops, 288 over 8 plus 73 over 8 plus 73 equals this divided by 8. So I'm going to write both of these answers because see, I'm not sure if this one thing I haven't looked into. I guess we'll figure it out. If they allow you to, because this wouldn't fit in the current SAT, the grids, it's too big. 362 many digits, 361/8, but maybe on this one it's probably okay. Or 45.125. I'll enter both. And I guess I'm just going to roll with it. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake. God, I just don't like those numbers. 2x and the fifth root. The fifth root of x to the 45th is x to the 9th, right? X to the 9th, x to the 9th. And that's definitely the fifth root, not 6 to the 5th. So I think we've read this right. I guess what I'm noticing is they're not afraid on this new version to give really crazy numbers. I guess it's because the whole thing is just calculator allows. So, all right, we got to hustle. Oh, my God. All right. Right triangle side lengths of 2 rad 2, 2 rad 2, 6 rad 2, and rad 80. I hope this is a right triangle, or is this that weird 1/2 sine 1/2 sine of no, because we don't know any angles. No, it's not. Okay, I was like, is this that trig area formula? Like, come on. Okay, hold on. So what is the area in square units? So let me just do Pythagorean theorem real quick. That squared is 4 times 2 is 8 plus 36 times 2 is 72. Yeah, okay, so it is a right triangle. So these guys are the legs. This is the hypotenuse, the longest side. So it's base times height divided by 2. So it's 12 times 2 is 24 divided by 2 is 12b. Done. Okay, 7.5 minutes left. Got to hustle. 23. The expression 4x squared plus b is 5 is this, or h, k, and j are integer constants. What's the following must be an integer? Okay, what? All right. So they've got, we know that we've got x plus something. And obviously, if this is just x, that's got to be a 4x, right? And then we've got 45, where b is a constant. We don't know if b is positive or negative. So 44x, and then we got 45, and then oh, they're all integer constants. So let's see, this could be, must be an integer. This could be, hold on, let me just think about this for a second. 9 and 5. So it's 36. One of these has to be negative. Because it doesn't say h, k, and j are. So 9, which else has to be a constant? Hold on, what, this is crazy. 45. Oh, I get it. It's got to be 45 over k, because k times j gives you 45. And so it's either 45 over j or 45 over k, but they don't have 45 over j, because then they'd have two answers. So it's 45 over k. Yes, that's going to give you an integer, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Oh my God, this is some. Oh, you know what would have been faster is to FOIL it, actually, and set it equal to this. That would have made more sense. That would have been more clarifying, but it is what it is. Pretty hard question. All right, 24. Here we go. In the given system of equations, a is a constant. The graphs intersect exactly 1 point. What is the value of x? Got it. So they intersect exactly 1 point. Let's use substitution. So y equals that. So 3x plus a equals 2x squared minus 21 plus 64. Intersected exact. Oh, I know. No, it's either tangent. Intersected exactly 1 point. Okay, this is a, got it. This is a discriminant situation. So it's 2x squared and then minus 3x from both sides. So it's minus 24x, and then it's plus 64 plus a. So the discriminant is b squared, and this all equals 0. So it's b squared, which is the term multiplying the x. So negative 24 squared minus 4a, a is that 2, and then c is 64 plus a, and this is supposed to be equal 0. 24 squared, I believe, is 576. I don't have time to really check it right now. Negative 8 times 64 plus a equals 576, but I'm subtracting it, so it's going to be negative 576 divided by 8. And then minus 64. I didn't even bother with the negatives because we're going to cancel out. Minus 64. We're just going to roll with 8. I don't really have much time to absolutely check it. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. 25. 3 questions left. Not a lot of time. Okay. An isosceles right triangle. I don't know if I'm going to finish. Isosceles right triangle has a hypotenuse length of 58. And it's isosceles, boom, boom. These are both x. What is its perimeter? What is the perimeter of the triangle? So it's 58 divided by, so these are both going to be 58 divided by square root of 2. Divided by square root of 2. So that's 116 over square root of 2 plus 58. And then obviously we can't have radicals, so that becomes multiplied by square root 2, so that's 2. 116 divided by 2 is 58. 58 root 2 plus 58. C is the winner. Done. Hope I'm not going too fast and making mistakes, but I got 3 minutes, 2 questions. In xy parallel vertex 9, negative 14, it intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, let's just draw this out so we can see this. 9, negative 14. Goes up, obviously. y equals, where a being a constant, which is fine, could be the value of a plus b. Okay, so a is positive. Negative b over 2a equals 9. We know that. I don't know if that helps. 18a equals negative b, which means b is negative. B equals negative 18a. And then C is, do we know anything but C? So it's negative 17a. So this is negative, and then C, we don't know. I mean, like the y-intercept could be negative or positive, right? Negative 17, shoot. Which are the following? Okay, wait. Let me think here. 9, negative 14. Negative b over 2a, and then you plug in, oh, it intersects the x-axis at 2 points. How can we do? It's got two solutions. B squared minus 4ac is also greater than 0. Squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. Can I? Okay, let me go on to 27. I think I'm not going to get that one. 27, function f is defined by negative xy plane. Graph of y equals f of x has a minus 15 as a y. Okay. So if you shift it down by 15 as a y-intercept here. Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, so a and b, if you graph of x minus 15 as a y-intercept of negative. Okay, so b minus 15 is, how much time? 53 seconds. Negative 99 over 7. And then the product of a and b is 65 over 7. What is the value of a? Got it. So we're going to substitute. So that becomes 65 over 7b. No, b equals 65 over 7a. I'm dividing both sides by a minus 15. Negative 99. How much time? 99 over 7. So let's use a calculator. Negative 99 over 7 equals plus 15. And then it's times 7. Times 7. I'm doing a lot of this mentally. Oh, it's 6. And then it's 65 divided by 6, I guess. I don't know if that's right. I'm going so fast. Okay. Timer just ended. So I'm going to stop the timer. Wait. All right. So I ran out of time there. Let's take a look at 26 now. I want to spend a little bit more time. This was tough. This was the toughest one for sure. I would have to say, in terms of these hard problems, that really threw me for a loop. And I did this one so fast, I have no idea if I got it right. Negative a to the x plus b. Because I said when it shifted down, I'm assuming my relationships there were correct, but you know, if they're not, I was really rushing, so I'll have to go back and review. Here, let me see this. XY plane has a vertex of 9. Negative 14 intersects at 2 points. So I was written in y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And it intersects at 2 points, so a is positive. And then, which of the following could be the value of a plus b plus c? A plus b plus c. Because I don't think we know that c is positive or negative. But we know that negative b over 2a is definitely 9. So we know that b equals negative 18a, which means that it is negative 17a. And we know that a is positive, so it's a negative number. So it's a big negative number, negative 17a. But like the thing is, how do we know anything about c? That's my question. How do we know anything about c? And like in these cases, it's usually one of those extreme values. The right answer is probably going to be negative 23 to negative 12. That's my guess. Because then the other three would be too high or too low. God, I'm really at a loss because... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. The y-intercept... Did it say a is an integer? No, it just says a constant. Negative 17a. That's the problem, right? So C is either, no, but C could be negative or positive. Then it could bring it up. And then it says it intersects it twice. But of course, that doesn't help. Oh man, that is tricky. Could it be, could the intercept be negative 12? Oh! Oh my god. Of course, it's negative 12. Yep. I'll tell you why. Because C, no, what am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? Back up, back up, back up. C has to be above. Sure, it could be A plus B plus C. Yeah, I'm stumped, dude. I don't know. I'm guessing if I had to guess one of these. A plus B, that's a negative 17. All right, let's go with negative 23. All right. Let's check and then we'll see what the dealio is. Man, that's crazy. All right. Zoom out a little bit. Whoops. All right. Let's go to the answer choices. College Board got me with this one. B. All right. Let's go to the red pen of justice. And we got B, A, B, D, A. B, A, B, D, A. Then we got 6 is 9, and then we got 10. All right, 8 is A, B, D, A, C. A, B, D, A, C. And then 13 is 1/5 and 80. Good and good. So they did simplify it. Okay, that's nice to know. All right, then we got 15 through 20. D, B, B, A, C. D, B, B, A, C. Boom. And then 20 and 21. 100. And let's go that 361 over 8, so it was correct. That was weird. Okay, then 22 is B, D, C, C, D. B, D. Uh-oh. I got one wrong. B, D. 23, B, D. Damn. I got wrecked on this test. How did I get this one wrong? Pretty sure I got it right. Okay, so we'll have to quickly review this. I got family coming over shortly, so I can't stay on for too long, but I'm going to see if I can figure out these questions. C. Yeah, I knew it was one. Oh, that was wrong. I knew it was one of these. It was either A or D, but I'm still hard pressed to. Oh, no, I got 27 wrong too. Man, I got destroyed on this test. Okay, so let's quickly see if we can figure out what the mistakes I made as quickly as possible. Okay, so I was really rushing. I got messed up on the timer. So let's see. How did I get this wrong? This is wild. In the given system equation, A is a constant. Graph this equation intersect exactly 1 point. What is the value of x? So I said 2x minus 21x plus 64. And then should have been minus A. But that doesn't answer it, though. Do you see what I did here is when I subtracted A from both sides, I put plus A instead of minus A. So that was a silly mistake. So it should have been minus. But that doesn't, I don't think that alone will explain the mistake, because even if this is minus, right? I'm dividing by negative 8, which was, what was that? 20. Hold on. Let's see if I can figure this out. So it was, and then let me see if I made any other mistakes here. So negative B squared minus 4A, and then C, 24. So 5, so let's make sure 24 times 24 was 576. I think I did that in my head. Yeah, that's right. Divided by 8. Divided by 8. And then it's minus 64. And then but then it would be divided by negative. Oh, I solved for A, not X. So then A is actually, A equals -8. And then you plug it back in, and then you get 3. It's 3x minus 8. Okay, I mean this is just a time situation. I didn't have the time to do it. And then you set them equal to each other again. Okay, this is a really long problem. Plus 64, and then you get 2x squared minus 24x plus 72 equals 0. Divide everything by 2 just to simplify. X squared minus 12x plus 36 equals 0. And then we can factor it's x minus 6, and then there's one solution, which is 6, so that's why it's C. Yeah, I didn't have a shot when I was running so low on time. I just didn't even read it correctly. Okay, and then 26. What did they say? It was -12, right? Let's see if I can do this again. Like I said, I gotta bounce in a second whenever my family gets here. I think they might be here, but 9, -14 intersects the x-axis at 2 points. The equation of the parabola was written in the format of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are constants. Which of the following could be the value of a plus b plus c? Let's see. A plus b plus c. Yeah, I can hear my family. They're here, but I'm gonna try and do. Actually, hold on. Let me go to 27 because 27, I know I can get. 26, I'm still kind of a little bit perplexed. There must be something that I'm missing in the xy plane parabola's vertex of. Equation of the parabola is written in the format of. Oh wait, maybe if you go in vertex form, this would have been easier. Y equals a times x minus 9 squared plus or minus 14. I don't know if that helps. Does that help? And then you multiply it out and you get a times x squared minus 18x plus 81 minus 14. Does that help? And then you get ax squared minus 18ax plus 80. Oh, this is how you do it. And then a is a. B is -18a. And C is 81a minus 14. So this becomes -17. This becomes 6. 1 second. 1 second. Hey, Isak, I'm just I'm filming a YouTube video. Okay. I'll be. Yeah, your mom is just calling you down. I'm gonna be down in 3 minutes. Okay. All right. Anyways, sorry. So -17. So that's 64a minus 14. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah. So it's 64a minus 14. 64a minus 14. Did I get that right? 81a plus 81. And then, oh, got it. That's why. That's why it's -12. Because a can't equal 0. We know that a has to be positive. But so it has to be positive. So it has to be greater than 0. So if it's 0, it'd be -14. If it's in the, and then if it's in the negative decimals, it could be -19 or -23. But the only way is it's going to be some decimal value, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. That's why -12 is the only viable answer. Really tough question. And different, very unique from what I've seen from the older tests. Okay, last one. Let's do this one. So this one I thought I had actually. So let's see again. So function f is defined by this, where a and b are constants. In the xy plane, the graph of x has a y-intercept of 0, negative. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I know what I did wrong. This is just a silly mistake. So b minus 15 is not this. Oh, yeah, it does. Y equals, so b minus, so that is the, oh, that's why. Y-intercept is b plus 1. Because you plug in 0, you get -1. So the y-intercept was b minus 1, okay? And then so now b minus 1 minus 15 equals negative 99 over 7. There we go. So that's minus 16. So then it's minus 16. So then it's plus 16 over here. And then over 7 times 7. I'm trying to do this quickly. 70 plus 40. So it's 112 over 7. 99 over 7 plus that is 13 over 7. So b equals 13 over 7. And then the product of a and b is 65 over 7. So you plug this in for b. A times 13 over 7 equals 65. Oops. 65 over 7. Cancel, cancel. Divide both sides by 13, and you get 5. You get 5 for your answer. Wait, was that the answer? Let me double check. Yes, it was 5. Okay. All right. So that was a bit of an abysmal performance, but hopefully I now answered all your questions about those super hard the super hard questions. At least I use a human. Yeah. I got some retracted messages, but hey, Robert King, what's up? Nice to see you back. Yeah, I don't know. This was really, really tough, and it just threw me for a loop. These are doable. You just have to, I just messed up my time management. I think I could have gotten them. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. That was super fun. It was very challenging. And if you like this video, make sure to click that like button. If you want to see more from the Scalar Learning channel, make sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining.